Sauron and Celebrimbor became one, locked in a prison of perpetual war.
Oh,
A flaming
no.
eye, casting its shadow over Mordor. Talion had retaken the city of Minas Morgul, but his war was far from over.
It
His
was?
greatest battle would be fought against the shadow within himself and the tower to the east. To hold back the darkness. To save the world of men.
Hello, and welcome back to Fantasy Writer Plays Middle-earth: Shadow of War. We are now into the epilogue of the main game, which is the final chapter that I'll be doing for this playthrough. It is my first time coming back to the main game since going through the 2 DLC batches. We got this brand new creepy shiny armor version of Talion going into full wraith mode. Got some cool undead themed powers to utilize at my disposal. And the first thing I'm gonna do is watch someone else fight. Because there is now this feature that is available to Talion, but he has to unlock it. And it is a feature that will allow me to take any captain of mine that dies and bring him back as an undead follower. Which changes some of how he works. I think it also removes his personality, at least to an extent. But it technically allows me to keep someone around if I've, like, grown fond of them, even if it's just keeping them around as a zombie. But the way that it gets unlocked is through beating the higher tier, the highest tier available in the fight pits. It's going to take a bit of time to get there, because I think there's 4 tiers, and we start with the maggots. You haven't seen me do the fight pits much anywhere else, because all those really do for me is unlock 1 war chief slot on a fortress. When I do the highest tier for the fight pits, but since Minas Morgul for some reason isn't a spot that you defend in sieges, they replaced the highest tier reward for that with this new ability that Talion can get. So it's been a while since I've done fight pits, like, seriously. So I'm gonna have to try and take note of all these guys' weaknesses and exploit them as much as I can. So soft target, beast fodder, damaged by fire and poison. So probably the best thing to do against this guy is find an archer who rides a Caragor. Dazed when witnessing the death of an allied captain. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think fight pits work like wrestling matches in that other captains can just sort of show up. Although that did happen to me during the arena mission. That was weird. Select a follower. I doubt that I already have the kind of follower that I need for this. But I will check, have a look at my army. So I don't even know if I've bothered to recruit anybody here. No, doesn't look like it. Ah, there is this guy. Scoth the Singer. That's probably not what I need. What style is he? Class. Throwing knives. Say, I don't think he's using an archery thing, and I don't think he has a Karagor. I can give Captain's Karagors to ride. But it would be better if I can find an archer, so what I'm gonna do is head over to the garrison, if I can get there. Oh, is Minas Morgul where he lives? Okay. Yeah, I might want to try and recruit him. He seems fun. He seems like he's trying to be a Spider-Man variant. Because there are a lot of those. It looks like he's trying to be the orc version of Silk, perhaps. He's not an archer either, though. So I'll get to that later. 10 unopened chests. I think I know what those are. Deal with those later. So, this guy's level 36. I think spears technically count as ranged. So I could potentially use this guy. Oh yeah, that reminds me, what level is Talion? 44, okay. Because I think I'd given myself a rule that I'll try to enforce within reason, of not bringing in anyone who's a higher level than I am, so... But the guy I'm after is level 36. Oh, that guy's only 16. That's not a good matchup then. Let's go a bit higher. What I would like to do is find an archer and give him a Karagor to ride, if possible. I'm not seeing many archers here, though. At least not that are the kind of level I'm looking for. So, what I may do, which I was expecting to do later, as I was getting ready for sieges, but I may end up doing this now, is opening a couple of these chests that I got recently, because for those who don't know, one of the reasons that I wanted to do the Altariel DLC before this epilogue is that the game gives you a special treat for completing the Altariel missions, which is, wait for it, drumroll, you get all these jerks that you encountered during Altariel DLC and acquired as allies, and you can move them over to the main game as followers for Talion. They even automatically give you the Architect, even though I didn't side with them, which is weird. And it looks like they're about the same level as the Talion that you have in the main game at the time. Because I seem to get them at different levels. And I am going to need an archer for this. So I could probably go with either Akoth, Slayer of the Dead, or Ogbo Morgoth. Not necessarily picky about either of those, but this guy seems more appropriate for Minas Morgul, since he's already wearing some wraith-like attire. Arrow-proof, fire-proof, poison-proof, beast-proof. Oh, he has warbanners too. So yeah, may bring him in. While I'm at it though, I might as well open this other chest as well. Yeah. So you get the architect and Golem the Digger. That's weird. You get Tor's Tinder, but you don't get his brother. His brother's dead. His brother bloated himself up. Crimp the Enchanted. I wonder why he would want to work with Talion. But what happens is they seem to give you these two chests each time you beat Altariel's DLC. Like every time. And as you can see, in between my last recording and this one, I've gone back through Altariel's DLC a few times. And so there's a lot of these chests. So there is potentially another 4 Tor's Tinders available for me, if I really want. Which kind of makes up for not being able to get his brother. If I can get, like, just an army of Tor's Tinders and pretend that they're all twins. Slash triplets, slash hectuplets and whatnot. That kind of makes up for it. Okay, so I want to find this level 43... Oh, Golem the Digger. Now, I want, to an extent, to keep these guys in the regions that they were assigned to, or that I get the impression they would be most comfortable in. Make an exception for this guy, just because I seem to need him here, specifically. But if I have the opportunity to move him later, I may do. I've gotten a bit confused this time around as to how moving guys around works. I think I just need to send them back to the garrison and then into a separate region. We'll see. Now, can I give this guy a Karagor? That is a good question. Oh, I've only got one of these. I think I can buy more, though. Because it looks like I can spend money on war training. Alright, I don't know if they'll let me, but let's see if I can give this guy... Oh yeah, sweet. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. I don't remember how high up the levels go, but I think it's higher than 44. So I may find that I need to level up Talion a bit, or possibly just level up my orcs. I don't know if I can have orcs following me who are a higher level than me. I know I can't recruit higher level orcs, but I'm wondering if I can recruit a lower level orc and raise him to be higher than Talion. That's what I'm wondering. I'm just double checking this guy's stats to make sure that he hasn't been swapped out for somebody else, because that did happen once. I went through all this trouble of... Oops. I went through all this trouble of preparing this one guy for a particular captain, and then that captain got replaced by somebody else. I had to retrain someone else. This guy. Can I? It looks like he's already engaged in a mission.
This is where your
Does he have
journey ends.
undead followers?
You want to die now? So be it. Shut up.
Shit, who what? Looks like they're both bringing in their own gang. Do I have camera control? Yes. somewhat.
Watch me kill you!
Well, so far nobody's accomplishing anything.
You will not pay!
Did that guy teleport?
I've got to
Okay. Oh, wow. Something there did a lot of damage. Ugh. Get him. Ooh. Just to make sure. Think he's dead, put a bullet in him just to make sure. And then just to make sure I kick his face in. Rewards. I got a dagger for that. Nice. And a skill point. New missions available. Alright. Next fight. What do I have to prepare for now? Oh wait. Maggots again? It's not supposed to be maggots again. Does a new marker show up each time I unlock a new tier? Yes. Fight Pits Warriors. There we go. Yeah, I want to get this extra ability for Talion unlocked before I do much. As far as missions that could potentially get my captains killed. Which is gonna be probably most of this epilogue. Vulnerable to stealth does not help me in the slightest. Fear of Morgul flies also does not help me in the slightest. Damaged by fire and poison. So I'm probably just gonna focus on that. So don't bother with arrows or beasts. So basically, yeah, Akoth is not gonna be the guy to use against this guy. Enraged by Karagor, so definitely don't want that. Has a gang of defenders. Fear of Morgul flies. I don't think that's... Like, I don't think a curse weapon would be registered as Morgul flies. Executions, fire, and poison. I can only focus on fire or poison. I can't give a guy both. And he is a very high level. Like, much higher than any of the guys I have. I think, but let's see what I can find. It's got spiders and I think a poison weapon, so that might come in handy. Actually, I can't tell if that's a poison weapon or not. I think it very... Oh. There's the information right there. There we go. I was just looking for greenness on his weapon, but I couldn't see much. Poison Master, Poison Bombs. Might be worth it to try this guy. He's gonna be a lower level, though. Roar. Oh yeah, let me see about leveling him up a bit. 500, I think I can afford that. Oh no, looks like they won't let me. Dang. Can't level up a guy higher than Talion, looks like. I can give him A level, probably. Yep. Looks happy about that. But yeah, if this guy is 46, then the highest tier is likely going to be much higher than what I'm probably prepared for. Our Burke of the Thrall. Let's see how this goes. It's probably going to be more tense for me.
I fight for Sauron, and I will gladly dedicate your death to him. Are we going to do this, or are you all talk?
So this is like Sauron versus Shelob, in a sense. Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. I thought he would have called in some spiders by now. He's not. Maybe I should look for somebody with a gang. He's definitely losing. The poison attacks are not doing nearly as much as I thought they would. It seems to be losing every single melee encounter. Well, I'm disappointed and confused that he's not bringing in spiders. That's like his thing. Ow. But also kind of feel like he deserved that. Oh yeah, I have the opportunity to kill this guy now. And he is vulnerable to stealth. So let's see if I can do that. Possibly replace him with someone easier to take out. Which is another strategy you can employ if your guy dies. Which can come in handy. Pacha. Ooh, that did a lot. Yep.
Man-swine! Inferior man-swine! Your attack is not enough to end me!
It looks like it would be if I did it again. But I'd probably have to run away in order to do that. Pacha. Yeah. I hope I don't end up replacing it with somebody more of a challenge, though. Yeah. It. Yeah. Banner of the Ogre. Oh, you guys are enraged now. Okay. Go. Gotcha. There we go. Alright, where is this, particular fight pit again? Go over here? Yeah. And then see whether I just made things easier or more difficult for myself. This guy's riding a Caragor. No, like, severe immunities, so that could be a problem. Damaged by executions and fire. Ranged attacks. Trickster. Okay. And has a gang of savages. Alright, fire. Fire is what I should be looking for. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do that with one of the guys I've got. Beastproof. That could come in handy against this guy. It doesn't look like he's got an element on his weapon, so I might be able to add that without removing something else. Let's have a look. And it's fire that I want. Grants fire weapon. Yay. Alright. Now, I'm gonna hope that's enough. He's already got his own group working for him. So I can probably do this. Like, as far as the strengths and weaknesses are applied, I think I've got the advantage there. It seemed like what kept happening in the previous fight was the Thrall guy losing all of the melee encounters, which might have been an issue of a level difference. Can't really tell.
You've been lucky so far, and that luck is about to end. I was hoping it would be you.
But it's not like he's got a major type advantage, unfortunately. This guy had no major weaknesses to exploit, only minor ones. Ooh. That's kinda cool looking. How do I switch targets? I haven't learned all of the camera controls for this. Ouchie. Get up! There we go. Ooh. Double crossbows. Yes. Love it. So the people on fire running into him aren't doing him any damage because he's fireproof. Handy. Yeah. How did that do so much damage? He is fighting with his spear, but it's not doing a ranged attack right now. I guess it ended up not mattering. So, Akoth is 2 for 2 now. He is quickly my best guy. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the video, and your 20-second warning before the start of the next video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment to let me know what you think, and subscribe to stay notified about future content. Until next time, hope you're all staying safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.